Oh yeah, sorry about that, but let me get that again. The love of God is better far than tongue of pen can ever tell. It goes beyond the highest God and reaches to the lowest hell. The guilty pair that never care got sent to Son to live. His loving child he reconciled and rescued him and pardoned him from his sin. O love of God, so rich and pure, so how measureless and strong, it shall forevermore endure the saints and angels' song. When hoary times shall pass away, and earthly thrones and kingdoms fall, when men who hear refuse to pray on rocks and hills and mountains call, 'cause lost the shore shall endure. All measureless and strong, redeeming grace from Adam's race, the saints and angels' song. O love of God, so rich and pure, how measureless and strong, it shall forevermore endure the saints and angels' song. Could we think with ocean fill, and were the skies a parchment made, where every stalk on earth a quail, and every man a scribe by trade, to write the love of God above would drain the ocean dry, nor could the scroll contain the whole that stretched from sky to sky. O love of God, how rich and pure, how measureless and strong, it shall forevermore adore the saints of angels' song. Good evening, Eva. Good evening, Carol. We're going to do an abbreviated version of EE tonight. And sorry for the false start, y'all. I somehow had two Facebooks. I don't understand why that keeps happening. So when I went to kill the other one, it killed the one I was on. So at that point, the timer had already passed, so I just went live again. For about 30 minutes, I got my brother Mason here. So, I'll do an abbreviated one. Singing from Psalms, or not Psalms, and spiritual songs. Yeah, I'm not doing TikTok anymore. This is on Facebook and YouTube tonight. I keep falling in love with him. Number 148 in songs of faith and praise. I keep falling in love with him over and over and over and over again. I keep falling in love with him over and over and over and over again. He gets sweeter and sweeter as the days go by. Oh, my love between my Lord and I keep falling in love with him over and over and over and over again. He keeps blessing me over and over and over and over and over again. He keeps blessing me over and over and over and over and over again. He gets sweeter and sweeter as the days go by. Oh, what a love between my Lord and I keep falling in love with him over and over and over and over again. Yeah, TikTok's not for me anymore. I deleted the app. Too many temptations, and I don't want to speak ill of my brethren, but some of my brethren on there, just toxic environment. I don't need it. He is Lord. He is Lord. He is risen from the dead, and he is Lord. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. He's our King. He's our King. He is reigning over us, and he's our King. We adore and praise and lift up our voice to Jesus Christ our King. I'll do some cross promoting here. I don't know if you heard, but I'm partnering with Sean. I'm doing a program with him for him once a month. So once a month here in public times, here at CEM we have once a month Q&A nights. Well, I'm doing another Q&A night once a month for him for the Love of the Lord Ministries. So that is Tuesday, the last Tuesday of the month. We're going to talk about what must I do to be saved. What must I do to be saved? That's the first month. I think that's that's a pretty important question. So, what must I do to be saved? And then I'll have to record this. But on Friday night, for Q&A night, we're going to talk about what translation should I use of the Bible. So, great questions on 2 different platforms. We get a study twice. So, look forward to that. What must I do to be saved tonight over and tomorrow night over on One Way Ministries at 5 and then at 6 over here, CEM. What Bible translation should I use? Go check out Sean's ministry. I encourage you. I don't know if you all are part of that, but that's that's a good way to encourage that brother. Be a part of that ministry. The Love of the Lord Ministries. Sean, were your ears burning? I just put a plug in. Did I say One Way Ministries? Sorry, the Love of the Lord Ministries. I just put a plug in for the study. Sorry about that, brother. The Love of the Lord Ministries. I just put a plug in for the study tomorrow night on what must I do to be saved. Were your ears burning, Sean? I look forward to being over there tomorrow night, talking about the one way of salvation. What must I do to be saved? I think it'll be good. Oh, worship the King, oh glorious above, and gratefully sing His wonderful love. Our shield and defender, the Ancient of Days, pavilion in splendor, and girded with praise. Yeah. So, y'all, on Thursday, I'll be going with my grandparents to Kentucky. Alrighty. Well, hello. Good night, John. On Thursday, I'll be going to Kentucky, seeing the Creation Museum with my grandparents and the Ark, in Kentucky, and so that'll be fun. So tomorrow, a lot of my time will be recording various studies. You may see me in the replay, brother, but I'm not getting up at 6 a.m. I'm sorry. I've been to the Creation Museum, but I haven't been to the Ark. Now, I went to the Ark exhibit, but I haven't been to the Ark. So, we're gonna go there. So, tomorrow and Wednesday, I'll be busy recording, lessons and readings. So hey Sean, maybe I could come on the Love of the Lord Ministries and do a special presentation for y'all over there, about the Creation Museum and, I don't know. Wow. In my life, Lord, be glorified in my life. Lord, be glorified today. In my song, Lord, be glorified. Be glorified in my song, Lord, be glorified today. In your church, Lord, be glorified, be glorified in your church, Lord, be glorified today. In vain and high and holy lays my soul, her grateful voice was raised. For who can sing the worthy praise of the wonderful love of Jesus? Wonderful love, wonderful love, wonderful love of Jesus. Wonderful love, wonderful love, wonderful love of Jesus. A joy by day, a peace by night, in storms, a calm in darkness, light in pain, a balm in weakness. Mine is the wonderful love of Jesus. Wonderful love, wonderful love, wonderful love of Jesus. Wonderful love, wonderful love, wonderful love of Jesus. My hope for pardon when I call, my trust for lifting when I fall. In life and death, my all in all is the wonderful love of Jesus. Wonderful love, wonderful love, wonderful love of Jesus. Wonderful love, wonderful love, wonderful love of Jesus. Good night, John. Cool. Well, maybe me and you can talk behind the scenes, see what day you want me to get that together by, and I can have slides, and maybe you can ask me questions, come on, chat about it. Reba says hi. Mason. Reba says hi. He waves at you, although you can't see him. I serve a risen Savior, He's in the world today. I know that He is living, whatever men may say. I see His hand of mercy, I hear His voice of cheer. And just the time I need Him, He's always near. He lives, Christ Jesus lives today. He walks with me and talks with me along this narrow way. He lives, salvation to impart. You ask me how I know He lives. The Bible tells me so. In all the world around me, I see His loving care. And though my heart is weary, I never will despair. I just know His hand is leading through all the stormy clouds. The day of His appearing will come at last. He lives, Christ Jesus lives today. He walks with me and talks with me along the narrow way. He lives, salvation to impart. You ask me how I know He lives. The Bible tells me so. Rejoice, rejoice, O Christian. Lift up your voice and sing. Eternal hallelujahs to Jesus Christ the King. The hope of all who seek Him. The help of all who find. No other is so loving, no good, and so good and kind. He lives, but Jesus lives today. He walks with me and talks with me along the narrow way. He lives, salvation to impart. You ask me how I know He lives. The Bible tells me so. Aww. Hello. That original, that original lyric, I think I could sing it, but it's, yeah. You ask me how I know He lives within my heart. That's not really how we know Jesus lives. It's not a subjective thing. There is the aspect of I'm living for Him, but my action for living for Jesus does not dictate whether or not He's living. Jesus is living and risen from the dead, regardless of whether or not He's living in my heart, meaning Christ living in me. So I don't like He lives. That's not how we know He lives, you know. I love the Lord, for He died my soul to save. On Calvary, His new life He freely gave. From realms above, Jesus really came to die, that I might live someday with Him on high. I love the Lord, He has been so good to me. He gave His life from sin to set me free. No greater love than this could ever be. I love the Lord because He first loved me. I love the Lord, for He saved the lost from sin. He gave them life to be whole and free again, to live on high, with never more to die. Oh, praise His name. We'll see Him by and by. I love the Lord. He has been so kind to me. He gave His life from sin to set me free. No greater love than His could ever be. I love the Lord because He first loved me. I love the Lord, for His love so full and free. He taught us why Our love like it should be, to be like Him, and compassion freely give. Oh, praise His name. Oh, bless His name. We then with Him could live. I love the Lord. He has been so good to me. He gave His life from sin to set me free. No greater love than this could ever be. I love the Lord because He first loved me. Couple more here, then we'll end. Yeah, I don't know why Facebook does that, darling, but I'm glad you're here now. And this isn't reading. This is evening edification. It's a separate entity than let's read the whole Bible. I've traveled down a lonely road and no one seemed to care. The burden on my weary back had brought me to despair. I all complained to Jesus how folks were treating me, and then I heard Him say so tenderly, my feet were oh so weary upon the Calvary's road. The cross became so heavy, I fell beneath the load. Be faithful, weary pilgrim, the morning I can see. Just lift your cross and follow close to me. I work so hard for Jesus, I often boast and say, I sacrificed a lot of things to walk the narrow way. I gave up fame and fortune, I'm worth a lot to thee. And then I heard Him gently say to me, I left the throne of glory and counted it but loss. My hands were nailed in anger upon a cruel cross. But now we'll make the journey with your hand safe in mine. So lift your cross and follow close to me. Oh Jesus, if I die upon a foreign field someday, 'twould be no more than love demands, unless could I repay. No greater love than mortal man than for a friend to die. These are the words He gently spoke to me. I'm just a cup of water I place within your hand. Then just a cup of water is all that I demand. But if I did to live in, then can my glory see. I'll take my cross and follow close to thee. That is a meaningful song. And it's a good one to end it on. Let's follow Jesus no matter what. Jesus went through immense torture and pain and grief and loss. Let's follow his steps. When we suffer, do it joyfully. Thank you all for being here, and remember, here at CEM, we want to do three things. We want to glorify God, edify you, his saints, and answer any spiritual questions you may have. Thank you all, and God bless.